Okay, I have a 2006 Mazda Tribute here. We're going to be replacing this overflow tank over here. And it's a pretty simple task. However, you will have to, at the very least, drain your coolant down, or you'll need to put some clamps on this lower and upper hose and get you a pan down there to catch some coolant. But I've already got the coolant drained down, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. Now, the reason that we're replacing this is because when these get in old condition like this, you can't basically see anything in it. So I want to get one that I can actually see the coolant level in. It's so dirty and corroded that even when I got coolant in it, I can't tell what's in there or how much is in there. So we're just going to get this thing replaced and do away with it. Now, here is the new tank. I think these are similar through a lot of years. I'm not exactly for sure, but I think through the 2001 to 2006, maybe these are all the same. It looks just like the OEM. It comes with a cap. It's $32, I know, on Amazon for one of these. That's where I got this from. So it's just like the other one. It's going to hook up. So we're just going to go ahead and get these hoses loose over here. Okay, so I've got a 10 millimeter with an extension. We're just going to get over here and get this first 10 millimeter. It's on this stud here. And you may want to use a magnet. When these things fall down in here, they're very difficult, if not impossible, to find again. But this is the first 10 millimeter. I'm going to go ahead and get on this one right here. Get our, and these are really simple to get loose once you get it broke loose. Okay, so that has got our tank. It just has a slot there where it can slip up and down, and it just lifts up off of there, and it's kind of hooked in here on this wire. It's got a spot for that. Just kind of lift that out of there. And now we're just going to go ahead and disconnect the hose. Like I said, I don't have any coolant in here, so I'm just going to disconnect this one and we'll get on that lower. Okay, we got that clamp back. A lot of times I'll take a screwdriver and kind of go under here and to get it loose up a little bit. And then once you do that, you can actually go ahead and twist it off of there. Okay, with it pulled up here, I'm going to go ahead and get on this lower clamp. Okay, and here's a good side-by-side comparison, and you can actually see the difference. And really, there is no cleaning this stuff out. This plastic gets old, and it stains, and regardless of how much cleaning you do, that's just what it looks like. And you can see the difference in this. So this is going to make things way better for me. Okay, the first thing we'll do is hook our hose back. If you can see that hole right there, and that's just where that slips into. But the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and attach this lower hose here, because it's the most difficult of the two. We'll get that hooked up and get the clamp on that. Okay, so it's in the hole down there for that pig. The lower hose is on. And now we're just going to slip our upper hose right back on. We don't have our 10 millimeter nuts on yet. We're going to go ahead and just get this clamp back up there. Okay, and there that is. Now we'll just get our 10 millimeters. We'll start this one up here. And also don't forget the wire. It goes in that little area right there. We're going to get our other. We'll get it started right back up into here where this hose is at. And we'll just finish snugging these down with our ratchet here. Okay, and you can see the remarkable difference having a new one makes. Very, very easy job, very easy to get to, very easy to replace. And there's no guesswork. You don't have to take the lid off. See, it comes with a new lid though, but you don't have to take the lid off to see how much you got in there. You can actually look to the side like you're supposed to be able to, and you can check your level. So like I said, anyway, it comes with a new lid, so you know these things get bad as well, so a very good deal for this. And the only thing we have left now is just to replace the coolant. You put your some 50/50 coolant back in here and top it off, you know, to the line here, and you know, just check it for air bubbles and stuff, but shouldn't really be much because you don't have to drain a whole lot out. Alright, that's going to do it on changing this overflow tank here on this 2006 Mazda Tribute. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, give it a like. As always, I invite you to subscribe, and please check out some other videos. And thanks for watching.